Kwa habari za kijamii, burudani na michezo, sasa unaweza kuzipata kwa urahisi zaidi kupitia tovuti yetu ya pmtv.co.tz au pakua app ya PMTV kutoka Play Store na App Store sasa. PMTV, kiburudani zaidi.
First of all is to mention the absence of the head coach, struggling with some flu, but he will be at 100% tomorrow for the game. Maybe it's to start by getting some formalities out of the way. First, I would like to, on behalf of the club, the coach, to congratulate the under-20 Tanzania national team for their recent success. Congratulate our player Mashaka, he did very well in the tournament. And to congratulate the entire FA, it's a fantastic achievement. Something that's good for Tanzanian football. So we are with them, we give them our full support, and we're happy with their achievement. It's also to give Coach Bakari with the Chan team. It's also, we are with them. We hope that they can have success and a safe travel with the Chan team. We support the national team fully, so we give them all the best of encouragement for the upcoming approach to their game. It's also then maybe to just touch on injuries. We have not changed too much from the last update that we have given. Hamza and Kagoma will still be out for some length of time. Ayub is busy with his still busy with his rehab. He's doing very well. Aua was out with a knock after the Younger game. He missed the Prisons match. He's still in a touch and go sort of way. We'll see him in training today. And then Mashaka as well with a little bit of hamstring from the national team. But we'll see how he is. He's with the doctor today. As for Namungo, very good team. We have watched their games. We have seen their approach. Maybe a little bit unfortunate as to the amount of points that they have. Based on their performances that they have had to date. Probably they deserve a little bit more points than the performances have shown. So a very good team, very structured defensively. We know they have changed coaches now, and Coach Juma gives them a little bit, 10-20% more effort from every single player there. We know he has that ability. So they brought in a very good coach who will give them even more. But we are excited for the match. We are in a period now of where we play 6 games in 18 days. We are going into our 3rd match now, and we are excited. You know, we are ready to deal with that, because it means that each player in the squad has to contribute more and more. You saw it now in the last game where I use a player like Ladaki Chasambi. Chasambi comes from a long time of not playing, and he comes into the team and was able to give an immediate impact, and that is the type of environment we are trying to create. Big teams, they go through these periods where they have a lot of games in a small amount of time, and this is where each player has to contribute within the team. So we are in that period now with the team, and we are looking forward. We have to see the environmental factors when playing in a league like we are playing in now. Very, very difficult away games, because there are several factors that contribute to that. One is obviously the terrain. We play on different types of surfaces in different matches, and that contributes to the type of football that you play in these games. So in the last game, you would see that we had to adjust our game model slightly to play from a different starting position from our possession. So that type of football that we played, we will have different approaches to different games. I think you have seen us at KMC over these times. We've had quite a consistent approach, an attacking approach where we always score goals at home. So I'm looking forward to the team getting back to a surface where they can show their attacking talent, where they can show their skills that they have.
Okay, back to the results.
No, of course not. We play in a difficult league. Every single league game is competitive. There are good players on the field for both teams. There are good coaches on both sides of the field. I can say that as the assistant coach. So there are good coaches on both sides of the field. But definitely the fixture will be competitive. Like I mentioned before, Namungo has played very, very well in their opening fixtures. They have not amassed the amount of points that really they could have or they should have. but it will definitely be a competitive team. And now, when you change coaches, of course, it brings a different aspect into the game. Of course, we know that Namungo are tactically flexible anyway. They are a team that can play with two strikers. They are a team that can play with a double six or a single six. So it doesn't change our approach to the match too much, because we knew that they would have different approaches to the game. But we are definitely prepared for that extra bit of effort. Now the team will give even more, especially when playing against a big team like Simba. All the players want to show that they are good enough, that they can compete at a higher level. And our players now are challenged to match that effort that will be given by Namungo. They are challenged to better that effort that will be given by Namungo. So that's the challenge that we have on offer tomorrow. I think at the end of the day, the players have to show what they can do on the field. Outside of the field, yes, we can talk. Outside of the field, yes, there are a lot of comments that are said, but at the end of the day, the players have to walk onto the pitch. The players are responsible for the match. So it's about which players are ready to go and impact the result, which players are ready to go out on the field and showcase their talents to the best of their abilities. And we hope that that is Simba SC. Very good question. I think that is something I was alluding to in the beginning of my opening comments. A big club like Simba has to have players that are ready to fight for their position, players that are ready to impact when they are given the chance. And I believe that when you have these opportunities to play is when you have to showcase your talent to the best of your ability. So it's definitely a mental side of the game that comes now to these players who will get the opportunities to play. You saw it out of Chasambi, you saw it out of Awesu in the last game, you've seen it from Okajefa, from Fabrice that come into the lineup. These players have not been playing consistently in terms of minutes, but really when they were given the chance, they impacted the game at a high level. And this is the mentality that it takes to play at a big club. You need to compete in training. The positions and minutes that are given out are very few, especially with certain rules and regulations that are in the league that make the positions on the squad very few that we can